You get Mrs. Connally, please, the wife of the Secretary of Treasury.
Surely, thank you.
Hello.
Mr. President, I have Mrs. Connally.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to call to see how John was. He got a little touch of flu?
Well, I don't know whether he has a little touch of flu or just a little upset stomach, but he's just been
Miserable.
Yeah.
Did it hit you too?
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh.
It's a good thing we weren't with you last night.
Yeah.
We hated to miss your dinner party.
Oh well, listen. That we didn't care about that.
We did.
You had a lot of fun, but I heard it yesterday at noon when we had this firing in. But it's probably Nellie that damn flu that's going around. You know, according Ryland was telling me that in Takasha, that's really an epidemic proportions. So and it hits in various places. Well, gosh, I'm so sorry to hear it.
Well,
What are you doing? You just staying close to home then?
And we just stayed in the bed.
That's good. Good.
John's right here and awake.
Yeah, I'll talk to him too. Yeah, I hope I didn't wake you up.
No, you didn't. And you're very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Well, they felled you, huh? They.
No.
Just a little.
I don't know what the heck it is.
Yeah.
First, it was
You've got a
upset stomach. I was up all night before last, and
Then that was after your Richmond.
No, it was the second night after that.
Yeah.
And then yesterday though, I got a headache, started aching all over. And
That's it.
I was afraid maybe.
It must be.
I don't know what it is.
Is anybody taking a look, or you don't?
No.
You usually just try to wear it out.
Hell, I've had them looking, Mr. President, for years.
They don't help.
I never have found one that did any good.
The thing is that have exactly the same idea. You just sort of wear it out, but there is an epidemic, you know, of the damn stuff going
around. I didn't know it till I got yesterday afternoon. Got feeling bad, talking to the girls in the office, and they told me. I talked to Ryland about it on Wednesday, and he said it's in New York. It's just about 1 out of 3. And at this dinner last night we had for the Wallaces, everybody wants to come to the White House. 12 out of 100 canceled the day before. You don't mean?
I mean, these are people that are his intimate friends. You know, they didn't cancel. We knew they'd been planning. They'd bought their dresses, their gowns, and they told their friends. They all had the flu. And this is from New York. So I just hate to hear it. But anyway, you're doing well, John, with the market. What the hell's happened to that damn thing? Did you see what's happened to it yesterday?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's strong, Mr. President.
And Keith Funston came through the line. You know, the former head of it. And no, not Keith Funston, he did, but Don Regan, you know, of the big firm. And I said, Don, it's a good thing I got you here in Washington. The market went up. And he says, look, you tell John Connally, and I'm going to tell you, he said, don't you worry about the market. He says, that market's strong. I said, what about this dip it had? He said, that's the way the market is.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? That he was very, very strong. He said,
I think the market's strong.
But 25 million shares, which of course that seems to be very significant to those fellows because they think folks are getting into the market again, maybe. Well,
I think they must be.
But the main thing we have to figure is this: don't worry about it. You know, it's this worrying about up and down that I think is foolish.
That's what's killing everybody around here all the time. We wait every hour, and
that's right. And we say
the market goes up or down.
And also not only the market, but everything else we worry about. Well, what was the CPI this week, and how much was on its insured unemployment, and were retail sales up or down, and so forth. And you remember old Churchill's talking about popularity. He says, if I ever made my decisions based on by taking my temperature with a Gallup poll every week, he says I couldn't be prime minister. Well, he's right. I mean, you just can't do that.
Right.
Well, I'm just sorry to hear it, and damn, you know, sitting up here when you'd like to be down there and down home, but
it's one of those things. I don't feel too bad this morning.
Oh, you do. You sound bad. I can tell. You got it. You got some stuff.
I'm stopped up, but other than that,
that's right. It'll pass. And you'll feel miserable and think you're going to die, but nobody ever died of the damn stuff. I'm going to meet Malvina Whitman today. You know, we got this woman who was on the council's staff and is on the Price Commission at Stein. I think it's a great idea. They say she's pretty too.
Is she?
Yeah. So I said that sold me when Stein told me that. I said, all right, we'll put her on the council.
Well, that's great. Has she checked out pretty well?
Very well. Well, the thing that I had not known, first Stein was high on her because had been on the staff as a senior economist for a year, and had been so good they appointed her to the Price Commission. Mm-hmm. She's the wife of a Pittsburgh professor. But the other thing that checked out is that I learned for the first time that she is the daughter of Dr. Paul von Neumann, who was the great nuclear physicist and was a member of the Atomic Energy Commission, and of course a major author on economics, mathematics, one of the great geniuses. And they say that she is just as smart as he is. And I remember when he used to brief us during the Eisenhower administration, he is one of the most impressive men in the world. So you know what I mean? Not that you always take people on the basis of who their fathers was, but this fellow, I just know, you know, this woman, she isn't just a woman. She's supposed to be one of the really able women of in this business. Stein said an interesting thing, though. He said, I said, well, what about this? He said, well, I said, I got to be very honest with you. I says, once you get Malvina Whitman, he said, she'd be number one among all the women you know in this field. And then you have to go down 100 before you get another one that would even rank number 2. Mm-hmm. So she's apparently just outstanding. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
well, that's great.
I'm glad.
I don't know her. We've talked
neither have I.
Well, that's wonderful.
I'm a little old-fashioned, not for woman's sake, but if this woman has got it, I will. And of course, Stein, his crowd, they'll run it. But I'll bet she does a good job.
Well, but it's a perfect place. It's three people
with the strong man running it.
That's right, and with no operating responsibility.
That's right.
So I would think it'd be a great spot for her, all things considered.
Well, I won't. I'll keep you in the phone, and I'll